Hi, everybody, and good morning. Welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everyone to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk.
All rise and raise your right hand. All rise and raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
All right.
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Have an interpreter? Maybe they left because I started late. Sorry, guys, for running late. Who's the interpreter? You got to raise your hand. You promoted him? Well, hopefully it's somebody who's fast. I don't see anybody. Who?
Veronica?
She's the best. Where is she? We were looking for Miss. When she comes back in, we'll swear her in. I need if there's anyone here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room. And let's get started. And also for the attorneys, just type the name of the case you're here for. And if I miss you, raise your hand so I know you're here. But don't raise it all the time because then they get aggravated. All right, let's go. Attorneys, can you please announce for the record state?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ana Romas on behalf of the state for out-of-state extraditions.
Morning.
Charles Heineman on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Morning. And who's here for the PD today?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Assistant Public Defender Robert Kilson on behalf of the Public Defender's Office.
Kilson? Did you need to write that down? Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get started with the out-of-state warrants. The first case is Curtis Meeks. That's a quash. Has he been released or does he have something pending? Because they withdrew the warrant. He's out, right? All right, thank you. Michael Hopper is a quash. Zastro Perkins is a quash. Hendrick Rogers is a quash. Michael Bowen, new case. New case, no locals. Come on down, Mr. Bowen.
How you doing? I'm sorry.
You have an arrest warrant from the state of Kentucky. The warrant was issued on June 25th of 2024, so almost a year ago. Just a year ago to the day. Anyway, the charge says felony aggravated TIC, aggravated tics. I guess not the tox, just I don't know what that means, but it talks about 28 grams of fentanyl. So it sounds like it may be a trafficking charge of fentanyl. There's no bond on this arrest warrant, and I need you to tell me if you want to waive extradition or contest extradition. Waiver, I know you went on a cruise, you're on vacation, but you got the open warrant, so you're being held with no bond on it. So if you waive extradition, it's the quickest way out of this jail. Kentucky would have up to 30 days to pick you up. We try and get you out of here quicker within 15 days.
Yeah.
And if they pick you up within 30 days, the court will release you. The other is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You are not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper, which is called the warrant that says you're wanted in Kentucky. A lawyer would then be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer will be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you will be in our jail at least 90 days if you want to fight the warrant. So what would you like to do? Do you want to waive and get out quicker or go?
Yes, because
Yes.
they arrested me on it and then they let me go. I'm like, and they said I wasn't charged nothing. They let me. Then I got a warrant. I said I would have never went on a cruise if I knew I had a warrant.
Not the only one. This happens to some.
Oh yeah.
Pops
I'm
up
sorry.
off the cruise or go on the cruise. So once you get to Kentucky, you should be able to get a bond, but you can't get one when you're outside the state of Kentucky.
Yes.
All right, it's a waiver, no bond. We're going to reset it in 15 days to try and get you out of here quicker. The reset date is July 9th to make sure you're picked up. Please make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported to Kentucky to deal with the warrant. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good day.
I have Damian Davalier. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant from the state of Louisiana. The warrant was issued on August 25th of 2023. And the charge says felony theft and computer So there is no bond on this arrest warrant.
Joey.
I need you to tell me if you want to waive extradition or contest extradition. I know-
You had first degree part.
I have a question. I've never been arrested before on this charge. I didn't even know I had the charge.
Because theft and computer fraud, so it may be something. So I need you to tell me if you want to waive extradition or contest extradition. Waiver means you agree to be transported to Louisiana. They would have up to 30 days to pick you up. The other choice is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the warrant, and then you'd be held in our jail at least 90 days. Most people waive because I said it in 15 days, although Louisiana sometimes needs more time. The most they can hold you is 30 days. And if they don't pick you up in 30 days with the waiver, you would be released. He was also a deputy arrested at the airport and he lives in Louisiana. So that's, even if you waive, they'll let him know. Maybe they'll decide they don't want to get you, even if you're waiving, but there's no guarantee, sir.
Yes, and that's my thing. I have work I have to go to. Is there a way for me to get a bond from Louisiana?
To get there, you can get a bond. If you can,
Talking about now.
if you're able to hire an attorney to go in front of a judge in Louisiana, you can see if they'll agree to let you post the bond without you being there, but that rarely happens. But that's the only, they'd have to send a teletype to our jail to release you. But that's the only way. I have no discretion over that. So I just need to know if you want to waive extradition, agree to return to
You
Louisiana.
can waive it.
That's a smart choice, sir. And he lives there. Do you need a phone number for him? Would that help? Can you give us a phone number? Maybe they'll let you, maybe they won't execute the warrant and release you. You want to give us a phone number, please?
For myself or for
For you, so they can reach you if they decide they're not going to release you. I mean, if they decide they're going to release you, so they can reach you, make sure you turn yourself in.
okay, 504-994-8344. That's my sister's phone number. She works for Gretna Parish in the in the
No worries.
dispatch.
All right,
Yes,
sir, make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be picked up by Louisiana and return there. You'll be assigned an attorney once you get there if you can't afford one, and they'll hopefully address your bond status and give you a bond once you get there. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. The reset date will be July 9th to make sure he's picked up. All right, so waiver, no bond, reset 679. Good luck to you, sir.
thank you.
Ashley Dalrymple, any luck, Ms. Rowe? They still haven't picked her up?
We don't have a warrant on it yet, so,
Don't they have a warrant?
no.
What do you want to do? Just quash it that, or unable to, whatever? She didn't, can we quash it? State?
Didn't you issue an AC, a Miami AC for her as well?
They issued an AC on March 24th. AC still outstanding.
Oh no, Judge, I have her as a release on
Yeah,
my paperwork.
We released her, huh?
Yeah,
We released her, but I issued an arrest warrant for her on March 18th. Why don't they execute on the warrant and pick her up?
I'll check out again, see what they can do.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to set it for 50 more days or?
You want to reset it July 15th? I don't know. Is that too late? Reset 7:15 and Miss Romas, I don't know what you want to do, quash, abandon, unable to locate? Not my,
Your Honor, we're not quashing the warrant. It's just been reset. Is that correct?
yeah, we're not quashing it. We're resetting it for July 15th. Miss Romas, look to see if you're able to do
I'll figure out what to do, Your Honor.
that. Her circumstances. It's sort of, she's out of our jurisdiction. It's sort of not our issue. She lives up there. Okay. All right, next, Princess Ellis. Is
Judge,
she-
Miss Ellis is reset medical.
Set for June 30th, John, that we set, if I do that first.
So reset July 1st. Mr. Hyman, we haven't received your stay away orders or paperwork priors. Do you think they're going to be coming anytime soon?
They should be there, but I will, while we're doing this, I'll run over myself right now, make sure. Okay.
Hey, we're almost done, so we need an attorney. Hurry up. And your runner. Right. Next is Julio Mojica Ramon.
We said from yesterday.
Is he here?
Yes.
Where is he? On Zoom? Hi, Mr. Mojica Ramon. Metro, sir, do you speak English?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. You have a warrant that is from Georgia. The warrant was issued on August 31st of 2021 for felony probation violation. There is no bond on this warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive extradition or contest extradition. Waiver means you're agreeing to return to Georgia, and they have up to 30 days to come pick you up. The other, usually we try and get you out of here quicker within 15 days. The other, you contest extradition, which means you want to fight the warrant. You're not fighting just a piece of what?
No, I'm not fighting the warrant.
Want to waive and get out quicker? I don't blame you. That's what most people do. All right, so waiver, no bond, reset date in 15 days for July 9th to make sure he gets picked up. Please make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported to Georgia. All right. And if
I have what, 30 days for them to pick me up?
it's up to 30, but we said in 15 days to try and get you out of here quicker. And if for any reason they decide they're not going to pick you up and you get released since you live there, make sure you turn yourself in once you get home. Okay.
What was that? I didn't understand that.
In the event they decide they're not going to pick you up and they release, do you live there in Georgia?
No, I live down here.
Oh, that's why they're going to probably come pick you up then. All right, reset 7-9. Make sure it's picked up. Good luck to you. Next is Keith Hawley. Mr. Hawley is a quash. Alexander Perez Escobar. He's at Metro West 2. Good morning, sir. In Spanish, please. Wait, where's my Spanish interpreter? Is she there? Looking for my Spanish interpreter. Can we call over? Espérese un momento. Necesito un intérprete para usted.
Okay, gracias.
Okay. You want to call over? What happened to her? Whoever's on iPhone, you need to type the name of who you are or the name of the person you're here for. I'm not going to promote you, just have to raise your hand. And then we have Vesa Sock. Mr. Sock here? I'm sorry.
He's the NBC judge.
Okay. He has local set. The next court date is July 1st, reset July 2nd. All right. That's it for that, except for the one that I passed for the Spanish interpreter. Okay, now the in-state calendar, Roosevelt Dawson. Don't go anywhere, Miss Romas. We still got one, you know that. Mr.
Yes,
Dawson.
I'm holding on.
Good morning, Mr. Dawson. You have an arrest from Broward County. It was issued on April 17th of 2025 for violation of pretrial release conditions. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there's no bond. You're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to pick you up. And your case is reset here July 9th to make sure you are transported. But Broward usually comes once a week, so hopefully you'll go this week sometime. All right, the reset date is July 9th. Have a nice day. Thank you. Next is Alfonso Rivera. Do you speak English, sir? ¿Usted habla inglés?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, because my Spanish is really bad. So we're here because you have a hold for Lee County. Was this a reset? Has he been here before?
No, Judge, he haven't been here before.
What, did he close a local? So what's going on is you have a hold for Broward, for Lee County, and it needs to be a warrant.
His local was no action.
When, yes?
Yes, 6/23.
Mr. Heineman, you need to reach out to the probation officer and see where that warrant is.
Which
Do that.
case is this, Judge?
Probation officer is on the back of the arrest affidavit. Mr. Heineman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Which case is this?
All right, this is Mr. Alfonso Rivera. So we're waiting to see
Probation warrant?
where the probation warrant is. Yep.
Okay.
So you want me to reset it tomorrow to see where it is, or Thursday?
Can we do Thursday?
Okay, is Miss Seth coming back?
Yeah, she'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, fine. But you'll follow up with it?
Yes.
All right, reset, what is that, the 26th? All right, reset 26 to see where that the warrant has to be issued for them to pick you up. So I'm trying to get on top of them to issue it quickly, okay? We'll see if there's,
In other words, I don't have a warrant.
you have one, but they're in the process of getting it signed by a judge. It has to be signed
Oh,
by-
the judge hasn't signed off on it yet.
Right, once it's signed by a judge, then they'll make arrangements to pick you up. Okay? Thank you. Alberto Torres Castillo, do you speak English, sir? Habla inglés?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Sir, you have an arrest warrant from Broward County. It was issued May 7th of 2025. It says not in custody capias for grand theft in the 3rd degree. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You have a bond and it's $2,500. So if you're able to post a $2,500 bond, please do so at the TGK jail. If you don't have any money to post a bond, you will have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to pick you up. The case is reset here, July 9th, to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported. And if you can't post that bond, Broward comes pretty quickly. You shouldn't have to wait that long. Did you understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Judge, he has another fugitive.
Oh, wait, you got another warrant. It says bond to be set, Martin County. Oh, boy. A $20,000 bond. No, it's a grand theft. Bond condition shall not directly or indirectly contact the victim by person, mail, fax, or any other manner, and you must stay at least 50 feet away from the victim at any time in a public place, except for court proceeding, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's residence or place of employment, or 100 feet away from any vehicle driven by the victim. Did you understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The charge is for grand theft. Count 1. How many counts do you have?
2.
Corrections, how many counts do you have?
I'm showing count 1, Judge.
All right, Mr. Heineman, you want to agree to the suggested amount bond of $2,500 or no?
Yes, that's fine, Judge.
Okay, $2,500 bond. Counsel for the PD, do you know how to prepare the order or no? You can be on it.
I don't, Your Honor, but I'm sure we have some instruction. I can figure it out over the break.
Fine, I'll do it. No worries. I thank you for your honesty. All right, so I'll prepare that order during lunch. Tell your bondsman if you're able to post the bond on this case as well. Do you have money for a bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if you have money for a bond, make sure you tell your bondsman to look at the back of the jail card because it won't be in the computer. Can you just tell me where you live? What's your address?
Yes, Your Honor. It's 21034 Southwest.
Have it. 125th Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir.
One second, please. My bondsman, he asking me by the time he wanna put the bonds, he still say I have a hold, can put the bonds. What's that?
Since you came to me this morning, you came to see the judge this morning, I'm going to set a bond on the Martin County case of $2,500, and you have a bond on your Broward case for $2,500. So you're gonna
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
just make sure you stay away from that victim, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I will. So I have 2 bonds, $2,500, so the bondsman can put the bonds. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, oh, we have an interpreter. That's wonderful. Hi, Miss O'Connor. We'll be with you in a minute.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Now, can you raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your abilities? If so, state I do.
I do. Bando bando.
Thank you. Juan Escobar, is he here? He's at Metro West 2. Miss Sir, do you speak English?
No, it's Spanish.
Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant from Broward County.
Correct.
The warrant was issued April 22nd of 2025.
Señor, tiene una orden de arresto del condado de Broward que fue emitida el 22 de abril del año en curso.
It says theft, the charges for theft of state funds, and there's no bond.
La acusación es hurto de fondos estatales y no hay fianza.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le estaré nombrando a la Defensoría Pública para que lo represente.
Sir, you're going to have. One second.
Un momento, por favor.
He has a warrant also from another state. That's why he's here, or no? No, that's a different.
He had one from Texas, Your Honor.
¿Tiene él una orden de arresto de algún otro estado? Sí, su señoría tiene una de Texas.
Sorry. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. He has local case pending, or no? It's the same person?
¿Tiene él cargos locales o es la misma persona?
No, this is Alexander Perez Escobar. I'm looking for Juan Escobar.
Oh.
Let's see.
So
He-
Alexander does not have a Broward County warrant?
No. Let me
Okay.
deal with the out-of-state warrant since I don't see the other one. Miss, this is Alexander Perez Escobar. You have a warrant from Texas, and he has local cases pending here. Is that correct?
Alexander Pérez Escobar, usted tiene cargos locales.
He goes
Sí.
to June
Yes.
27th.
I'm sorry, you got cut off.
His next court date on his felony case is June 27th.
La próxima fecha ante el juzgado para su caso de delitos graves es el 27 de junio,
Correcto.
right?
We set this case on June 30th to see if you've closed out your Miami case.
Voy a refijar esta causa para el 30 de junio para ver si para esa fecha del 27 ya usted cerró el caso o no.
All right.
Por ahora me matan de un infarto.
I almost had a heart attack.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, sir. Have a
No.
nice
No, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Romans. That concludes the warrants. Now I'm looking for Juan Escobar. Is he here, corrections?
So what did he get?
Right here, Your Honor.
He's Mr. Alexander Perez Escobar's done. Does this Mr. Juan Escobar speak English?
Juan Escobar, ¿hablas inglés o no?
Spanish, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sir,
I
you
can
have-
hardly hear him because he's away from the mic, but I think he needs an interpreter.
He does. Sir, you have an arrest warrant from Broward County that was issued April 22nd of 2025.
Señor, usted tiene una orden de arresto del condado de Broward que fue emitida el 22 de abril del año en curso.
The charge is for theft of state funds.
Y la acusación es hurto de fondos estatales.
There is no bond on the arrest warrant.
No hay fianza en esa orden de arresto.
You're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to pick you up.
Va a tener que esperar hasta 15 días que tendrá el condado de Broward a venirlo a recoger y transferirlo para allá.
They usually come once a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long. You may even go this week.
Usualmente vienen una vez a la semana, posiblemente hasta esta semana ya lo vengan a recoger. No debe de estar esperando ese tiempo completo.
Reset date is July 9th to make sure you are transported to Broward County. Have a nice day.
Voy a refijar esta causa hasta el 9 de julio solamente para verificar que ya usted ha sido transferido al condado de Broward. Tenga un buen día, eso es todo.
All right, next we have Tredarius Jones. Is Mr. Jones here?
We're waiting for him, Your Honor.
Okay, that's the last one. Do you have anybody else?
No, Your Honor, we don't, seems like we don't have Mr. Jones.
Corrections, where's Mr. Jones today? Did he post his bond?
He's a bond out judge.
That's it for the out-of-state warrants. I mean, the in-state and out-of-state. Now we're going to start the regular calendar. The first one for private attorney is Peter Vesliante.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, what page is he on?
25.
Page 8. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Alonso Palomares on behalf of Peter Vigiliante. Judge, in considering bail.
Wait for him to come in.
Yes, apologize, Judge.
Judge, which defendant are we asking for?
Peter Vegliante on page 8, I think. We have a private attorney. He's very busy. He needs to go to another courtroom.
Judge, I would like the A form if I may. I don't have it.
Oh, I'll give it to you in a second. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and battery on a person age 65 or older. So this is from February 28th. It was an incident at the Social Security Administration. Your attorney is here. You want to announce so we can hear you?
Yes, Your Honor, Lorenzo Palomares on behalf of Peter Biglianti. Your Honor, in considering bail, my client is a federal officer. He was discharging his official duties at the time. This has been an ongoing feud that we have with the city of Sweetwater.
Take a moment to review the arrest affidavit, please. So there's probable cause for battery on a person 65 or older. I had a chance to read it. That's what's going on. I understand he's working in his official capacity. They have a video. That's the allegations here. It's no probable cause for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Sir, you're ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Jose Marrero. No contact with that alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. You understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
That being said, count one, no probable cause, release outright. Count two, probable cause for battery on a person 65 or older. What do you want me to set as a bond?
All right, Your Honor, thanks. It's the minimum, Judge.
$1,500.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
You have a good attorney. Listen to what he tells you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you say 1,500?
1500 for count two. Unless you want pre-trial, but you want pre-trial. All right, thank you. If you need a copy of this, you need to go and get it from the clerk's office, or they have to do a redacted copy. I can't give you a copy. I'm sorry. Clerk has to redact the information. You can email them at felonyfr@miamidade.gov, and they'll email you a copy once it's redacted.
I've been to the 9th floor. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Judge. It's been good to see you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. We have some more private lawyers joined us. Also, we have Arsenio Garcia Martin on page 4. Do we know who that is? Who's the attorney here for that?
Well,
He was just here. He raised his hand.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Garcia Martin. Do you speak English? Would you like us? I can't hear you.
I apologize. I'm ready, Judge. My technical skills aren't what they used to be. Thank you.
Gonzalez, one moment, please. Can the public defender unmute the microphone? He's not your client. He has a right to be heard in court. So does everybody else. I understand you're going to mute it. It's okay when you're having a private conversation with your client. Otherwise, it should be unmuted. Do you understand?
Understand, Your Honor. I think it was just a little loud here and I muted it.
Oh, thank you so much. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes, but it's better if you somebody translate me in Spanish.
Thank you. Spanish interpreter, please. So, sir, you were arrested for a case from May 27th.
Señor, fue arrestado en relación a un caso que se remonta a mayo 27.
The charge is organized fraud over $50,000.
Fraude organizado de un monto de más de $50,000.
Grand theft, a second degree felony.
Hurto mayor cuantía, delito mayor en segundo grado.
Obtaining a vehicle by trick.
Obteniendo un vehículo mediante engaño.
And obtaining property or credit by false statement. It's non-domestic
Y
statement.
obteniendo propiedad o crédito mediante declaraciones falsas.
Your attorney is here. Good morning.
Su abogado está aquí presente. Buenos días, su señoría.
Your name for the record, please.
Juan Gonzalez on behalf of Arsenio Garcia.
Juan González a favor de Arsenio García.
Thank you. Good morning. Do you have any argument regarding probable cause?
Yes,
¿Tiene usted
Judge.
algún argumento en cuanto a indicios de criminalidad? Sí, su señoría.
Mr. Garcia is a businessman. He's an American citizen. He has 4 children. He's lived here forever. One of his kids is a 10-year Marine. This is a business dispute that apparently...
Mr. Gonzalez, do you wish me to interpret for your client?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. Su señoría, el señor es un hombre de negocios, es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos, tiene 4 muchachos, ha vivido aquí para siempre. Uno de ellos es un marino por 10 años.
I personally escorted him to the police station after arranging for his surrender with the Miami-Dade Police Department. Under those circumstances, he's not a danger to the community. He's not a risk of flight. If you notice on the A form, there is no losses to any victim at all.
Su señoría, yo personalmente lo escolté al departamento de policía para que se entregase. Él no es un peligro a la comunidad, no es un riesgo de fuga.
I would suggest a $5,000 bond total for the case, Judge.
Yo le recomendaría un total de $5,000 de fianza.
I'm just reviewing this, how he's leased 4 different vehicles in the last month, and he's trying to get another car from the Bowman.
Estoy leyendo este informe de arresto donde según él mismo, él ha estado tratando de arrendar 4 diferentes vehículos.
Miss, and on the misrepresented his,
Señor, usted está siendo representado por su abogado. Todo lo que usted diga puede ser utilizado contra usted.
I just believe there is probable cause for all the charges. Sorry.
En este momento dado, dictamino que hay suficientes indicios racionales de criminalidad.
You want me to set a bond of what?
Pero yo puedo explicar algo.
No, please don't speak.
Ese es su abogado. Ese es su abogado diciendo no y no hables.
Okay.
Judge, he purchased those cars, by the way. Those cars were purchased, not leased.
Su señoría, esos carros fueron comprados, no arrendados.
Failed to disclose that on his credit application.
Él falló de divulgar eso en sus solicitudes de crédito.
He also had somebody coaching him what to say to the loan officer.
Él también tenía a alguien ensayándole o diciéndole qué decirle al agente de préstamos.
It's some type of a scheme known as a credit bust out that has been very popular lately, especially with this Bowman Chevrolet.
Maybe, Judge,
Y
but
es
there wasn't no bust
una
out here.
trama.
Actually, it's Bowman Chrysler. I'm going to order that you stay away from the Bowman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Doral.
Le voy a ordenar bajo orden judicial de mantenerse del Bowman Chrysler en el Doral.
That's at 9975 Northwest 12th Street in Doral, Florida.
Eso está ubicado en el 9975 Northwest 12 Calle de Doral, Florida.
All right, sir, you're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there.
No se le permite ir o regresar a esa ubicación. Tiene que mantenerse lejos si fuera de ahí.
All right, so I'm sorry, you wanted a what was the bond you wanted,
I
Mr.?
thought,
Y
based on
licenciado,
the,
¿cuál era la fianza que usted estaba solicitando o queriendo?
yes, Judge, based on the extensive ties and the lack of danger, I would suggest a $5,000 bond total, Judge.
Su señoría, yo sugiero, en base a los vínculos y a la falta de peligrosidad, $5,000.
Okay. One second.
Okay, un momento.
Did any objection if he surrendered? I believe he turned himself in. Do you have any
La
objection?
fiscalía tiene alguna objeción. Él se entregó.
They're asking for 5,000 total. What would the standard bond?
That's a lot. It's a count
Estamos solicitando la fianza estándar. Ellos están solicitando 5,000.
one is a first degree felony. However, it's the element is count 2 grand theft. He didn't get the vote. And
There's a lot of money. I think
Hay
the
mucho
bond
dinero.
should be appropriate.
okay.
I'm sorry, State, what did you say is appropriate?
The standard bond.
La fiscalía está solicitando la fianza estándar como lo apropiado y adecuado.
I'll lower the bond, but I can't set it at $2,500, count 1 for organized fraud.
Para el fraude organizado será $2,500. Voy a reducir la fianza, pero no lo puedo fijar a $5,000.
Grand theft is I'll set that at $2,500. It's a second degree felony.
El delito de segundo grado de hurto mayor cuantía, otros $2,500.
Count 3, obtaining a vehicle by trick, we'll set that at $2,000.
El tercer cargo de obtener un vehículo mediante engaño, $2,000 de fianza.
Count 4, the false statement to obtain property or credit will be $500.
Y el último cargo de mediante declaraciones falsas para la obtención de propiedad o crédito, $500.
So you were ordered, I'm sorry. Stay away from the Bowman Jeep Chrysler dealership. You have a good attorney. Listen to what he tells you.
Y tiene la orden judicial de mantenerse lejos si fuera de Bowman Jeep Chrysler y escuche a su abogado, tiene un buen abogado.
Anything further, Mr. Gonzalez?
No,
¿Algo
Judge,
más,
thank you so much
licenciado?
for
No, su
taking me
señoría,
out,
muchas
and I
gracias.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Next, I'm calling, the case is at a turn for Metro West for corrections. Gabriel Wynn.
Gabriel Wynn.
On page 10. Is he a juvenile?
Yes, Judge, we need to pass him.
Yes, ma'am. Patrick Brentley. Page 11.
Added charges.
You have him? Bring him.
He's coming up, Judge.
I have to move along at the calendar. Good morning, Mr. Brantley. You were arrested.
Good morning. Good morning.
Petty theft, 2 or more convictions. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So on F25-13018, that's from June 1st. It says you stole $428 of cosmetics and hygiene products. It says you have 2 prior convictions, so there's probable cause for the charge here. You are ordered to stay away from the Walgreens store at 750 Northwest 119th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
He has, it's an added charge, right?
It's an added charge. It's 3 cases.
Right, on F25-13018, that bond is $2,500. Then we have F25-13025, that is from May 16th. Here it's alleged he stole $150.16 of items. Mentions prior convictions, there's probable cause, the bond's $2,500. And then F25-13024, he stole over $1,000 of items on June 8th. In this bond, I'm setting it at $5,000. You need to stay away from this Walgreens. You keep going there stealing stuff. And you know what? The store's going to wind up going out of business because everybody's always stealing from Walgreens. But that's not you. Stay away from that store. Have a nice day.
How much behind there?
The last one's 5,000, so your total bond is 10,000 for all three of these cases. Good day, sir. Next is Alfonso Lamar.
He refused.
You refuse. You want to waive his presence? Let me see. He's being held on a no bond on a murder charge, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Second. All right, you want to waive his presence? That's fine. Appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence. I'll set his bond at $1,500. Uh-oh, sorry, my bad. Just give me one. You're ready to go, sir. Wasn't, all right, sorry about that. Next is Miguel Gomez, page 11.
Added charges.
See here?
No.
Hi, Mr.
He needs the Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
Good morning. You got two more cases for the golf carts. One is
Tiene
from,
dos casos más para los carritos de golf.
Está mi abogado presente ahí. Mi abogado, hágale a private lawyer.
Oh,
here's a private lawyer.
yes,
Who's your,
sir.
Señor, tiene dos cargos adicionales para los carritos de golf.
what's the name of your private lawyer?
¿Cómo se llama su abogado privado?
Adolfo Gil.
It was just,
Adolfo Hill.
it was Mr. Miguel Gomez. Mr. Gil just came into court.
Él estuvo aquí hace un momento, momentáneamente.
You're charged with grand theft and organized fraud from March 18th, and another case, the same charges from June 28th. 2020.
Tiene grand theft and what else?
Grand theft and organized fraud.
Tiene un caso de marzo 18 de fraude organizado y hurto mayor cuantía y otros mismos cargos, pero diferentes casos de que se remonta a junio 28.
Anyway, do you want me to pass it for your lawyer or you want me to just set the bond?
¿Usted quiere que lo pase para su abogado o quiere que sencillamente fije fianza?
Pase para mi abogado, por favor.
Please pass it for my attorney.
Okay.
Muy bien.
Thank you.
All right, next we have Alexander Diaz. 5 new cases.
He refused, Judge.
Okay, let me review. It's back at the public storage. So there's probable cause on F25-13049. F25-13022, I need to review that. There's probable cause on F-25-13022. F-25-13021. Oh. I have a feeling he's gonna be back with some more cases since the police investigated 34 burglaries at this public storage. Oh, boy. Give me a minute. Review the next one. There's probable cause on F-25-13021. F-25-13020. Let's see. There's probable cause in F-25-13020. F-25-13019. Let's see. There's probable cause as well, so reset them all for the afternoon. Next is Jaylene Fisher, page 14. Is he there? Or is he refusing?
Refuse, Judge.
You want to waive his presence? He has a murder charge pending.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. It's an added charge. I'll set his bond at $1,000. Looks like he came in second. He started the fight and came in second. You said, what was he? NBC?
Refuse.
You refused. Thank you. Bye, deputy. Mr. Heineman, I forgot, you're supposed to give the name of the victim, the first name of the victim, if it's not here. You have the victim's name to give the PD because they have to do a conflict, possibly. The victim, not the defendant, the victim's first name.
Yeah, I've got it. Just to email it to him.
Just say it out loud. You can write it
Oh,
down.
it's first name's Torray, Torray. Last name's Riles, Ryals.
Thank you.
And next is Yasmani Font, page 14, added charge. Is he here?
He refused, Judge, but we skipped Mr. Lazarius Miles. That was number 37.
Don't see that. Give me a second. What page?
12.
Thank you. Where's page 12? I don't have it. I don't see it. Oh, okay, got it there. Because the victim's on Zoom. There's a victim here on Zoom. Lazarus Miles on page 12. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English, right? You were arrested for battery by strangulation, domestic battery by strangulation. Can you afford to hire an attorney, sir?
Yes.
You have money for a lawyer? Do you want me to reset the case to give you a chance to have a lawyer come to court?
I'd like to talk to somebody. I mean, I don't.
Okay, I'll reset it for the afternoon. Ms. Perez is here too, so
Wait.
You'll have to come.
I won't be able to get a lawyer right now. Like I'd have to, like you mean right now?
Do you want to waive a lawyer's presence for purposes of the first appearance hearing? Right now is the first appearance hearing. You can waive the lawyer's presence. I'll set a bond and you can try and get out of jail quicker, or I can.
Yeah, that's what I would like, ma'am.
All right, I think the victim is here. Let me promote her.
Hello, ma'am.
Good morning. Can you put on your video and then please put on your video so we can see you? I have to swear you in. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Can you please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do. I can't hear you, ma'am. Gotta unmute.
I do.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Please tell me your name.
Erica Perez.
Are you afraid of Lazarus Miles?
No.
Do you want the court to order him to stay away from you?
No, I don't need any services. It was just a misunderstanding. Nothing happened.
Okay. State any questions?
No, Judge, nothing more.
Ma'am, has anybody forced you or threatened you to come to court today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. So, Mr. Miles, let me just read this real quick for probable cause. So there's probable cause for domestic battery by strangulation. Sir, I'm entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victim whose initials are EP. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. So only friendly, nonviolent contact is permitted. Do you understand that, sir?
I do.
Thank you. Also, do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order?
Your Honor, all I want to do is pick up my stuff today and move on. That's it.
Do you understand the modified stay away?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, do you have money to post the bond? I can lower it a little for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set his bond as a prior battery arrest, but it was no pros. I'll set his bond at $2,500. Good luck to you, sir. Have a nice day.
You'll never see me again. Thank you, ma'am.
We'll come back to court for your court hearing with your lawyer, okay?
Of course, but never in trouble again.
Good luck to you, Ms. Perez. Have a good day. Next is I'm sorry. Yasmani Font on page 14.
He refused, Judge, added charges.
He has a lot going on. Do you want to waive his presence? He's been here many times before.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence. There's probable cause. So he stole a Breville barista coffee maker, $9,999. So that's from Target. Anyway, there's probable cause for grand theft. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Bond is $2,500. Next is Ronald McGlory, page 15. And how do they arrest people that steal from Goodwill? It's pretty sad.
He refused, Judge.
I also had a little crack in a pipe. All right, there's probable cause. I'll reset it for the afternoon. Hi.
My attorney's upstairs. I'm not in your courtroom, by the way. But I got a ticket and I'm about to go driving by ICE in the metro for not having the proper insurance and driving on a suspended license without the insurance. I have the paperwork from,
For insurance?
no, I don't have, I have the paperwork that they made a mistake, that I did have insurance from the
So what?
courts. How do I go about doing this?
Line across the hall, like sort of a credit quarter, you'll see a lot of people waiting in line.
Yes, ma'am.
Clerk. And
And I can get my license. They got a big van out there. They reinstate your license.
Right, so you need to get maybe a D6 clearance also, so go across the hall.
Yes, ma'am.
And go see the clerk's office and go show them the paperwork and tell them what's going on, and they're the best people to advise you. They may charge you a fee for the insurance.
You have a beautiful day.
You too. I used to do tickets when I was a lawyer too. All right, what did I do here? I forgot. Oh, he refused. 1 second. Plus I get plenty of them anyway. Next is Ravish Rabendranu, page 15.
Refuse, Judge. This is an added charge, battery by detainee.
Okay. There's probable cause for the charge. I'll reset it one more time. He doesn't have a lot going on. What?
You said reset?
What? Yeah. Correction, Yasmani Khan has an ice hold. Yeah, reset it for the afternoon, see if he comes in. Then we have Jakari Hardaway. Is Mr. Hardaway here?
Refuse, reset.
There's probable cause for an aggravated battery by a detainee on another detainee, which is a first-degree felony. You want to waive his presence and we'll set a bond? He's
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, so the bond on count 1, I'll set that. Second. I don't know why it's charged with both. It looks like it's just aggravated battery. There's not 2 victims.
Yeah, and if that's aggravated battery on a detainee, that's, as you said, that's an F1, so.
All right.
We should be filing a motion for pretrial detention in that.
I can do it though on these. $10,000 count 1, and I'll set count 2 at 5,000. I'll just split them. Appoint public defender's office, waive presence. The victim's name is Rory Chung, C-H-U-N-G. What? I did because he doesn't have a lot of priors, so I reset that one. 10,000 count 1, 5,000 count 2. Let me make. I gotta make my notes here. Our next is Antherius Scott, page 16.
Mr. Scott refused, added charge.
There's probable cause for battery by a detainee on another detainee. You want to waive his presence as being held with no bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Like the public defender's office, waive presence. This bond though is 5,000. Based on the injuries to the victim. You want the victim's name or is it in here? Please give him the victim's name.
First name is Unier, Yunier. Last name Castillo Pozo.
It's probable cause for battery by a detainee on another detainee. They were busy last night. Or yesterday at the jail. Next is Angel Paris on page 17. Is he here?
He refused, Judge, added charge, battery by detainee.
He's been
Battery on a pregnant.
Pregnant victim. It's from 2024. You want to waive his presence? He's been refusing. We can do the in division. This is the third refusal.
Yeah, we'll waive.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, bond is $7,500. Then we have Clifton Mosley, page 18.
Refuse, added charge, battery by detainee.
All right, I'm gonna have to reset it. Let me see. All right, there's probable cause for the charge. Reset it for the afternoon. Now we have Maggie Baker.
Refused.
You filed a motion on this one, okay. All right, so I'll find probable cause for aggravated battery by a detainee on another detainee, reset it for the afternoon. Although it's being held but no bond, I don't know, what do you want me to do? You want to waive presence?
Yeah, we can waive his presence.
All right, appoint the public defender's office. Waive his presence, he's being held with no bond. I think I'm gonna set a bond. I'm not gonna grant the state's motion. Ms. Seth doesn't do motions on these cases, I guess.
I wasn't sure, Judge. It's the first time I've come across them.
Bond at $15,000. An added charge. You have the victim's name for him? It's in here, I think, no?
I don't have that A form.
You don't have the victim's name? All right.
I'm looking, but I don't seem to have it here.
All right, we'll get it in discovery. Then we have James Griffin, I guess the same thing.
Refused.
He refused. You want to wait? Let me see. You want to waive his presence? He's being held. Is he being held with no bond? Yeah, he's taken into custody. In the case. Do you want to waive his presence?
Yeah, we do, Your Honor.
All right. All right, bond is $15,000. Then we have Romario Gale, page 19, added charge.
Refused.
It's a battery by a detainee. He's being held with no bond. We want to give his presence.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's probable cause for the charge. 1 minute. I said it's bonded. I said it's bonded $1. Looks like mutual combativeness. Then we have Jamie Torres. Mr. Torres here.
Refuse.
Oh, okay, he's been disrupted. I'm gonna appoint the Public Defender's Office, waive presence. So on F 25-12969, there was probable cause found yesterday for threats to a law enforcement officer, a first-degree misdemeanor. That bond's $1,000. On F 25-12965, there's probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. That bond is $2,500. On F 25-12964, there's probable cause for all the counts. Point the Public Defender's Office, waive presence, and a set of bonds as follows. Give me 1 second. Oh, we got a new one too. Oh, a minute. So count 1, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I'm setting that at $1,500. Count 2, possession of cocaine, it's residue, that's $1,000. Count 3, resisting an officer without violence is $500. Count 4, the same charge is an ROR. Count 5, trespass after warning is $500. And count 6. Yep, and counts, I'm sorry, count 6, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. All right. Thank you. Then we have another one, F 25-13016. It's from April 17th, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. There's probable cause for the charges. I'll set his bond at $1,500. All right, did you ever get that juvenile? Anyway, now we have, who is this gentleman standing here waiting? Oh, for the, he's not here. I don't know where Mr. Gill is. I'm not gonna keep him around.
Judge, the juvenile will be reset for PM or tomorrow.
All right, I don't know where Mr. Gomez is. I mean, Mr. Gill is. Mr. Gomez is there. Sir, I don't know where your lawyer is. We can, corrections, can I pass it a few more minutes for the lawyer?
No se sabe a dónde está su abogado, así que van a ver si se puede esperar un poquito más correcciones o si no, a ver para cuándo fijarlo.
Okay, Judge.
It's okay.
All right. You want to waive his presence?
¿Quiere renunciar a que él esté presente?
No, está bien. Sí, quiero renunciar que esté presente. Si no está, no voy a...
Yeah, I want to wait for him being present if he's not here.
Okay, wait for him. You want to wait for him?
He said
No,
wave.
Oh, wait. Okay.
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 So it's okay to set a bond now, sir, without him?
Entonces, ¿está bien con usted que yo fije fianza en estas causas?
Sí, está bien, señora jueza.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, so, on F 25-13032, the
En la
victim
causa que termina con 130-32,
grand theft case,
el caso de hurto mayor cuantía,
the victim didn't, I'll set this bond at $1,500 and count 2 organized fraud is $1,000. I lowered the bonds.
$1,500 en cuanto al primer cargo de hurto mayor cuantía y fraude organizado, $1,000 le he reducido las cantidades de la fianza a esos montos.
1,500 count 1, 1,000 count 2.
1,500 y $1,000.
And the other case, F 25-13031, there's probable cause for the charges.
En el otro caso, encuentro que hay suficientes indicios racionales de criminalidad.
One organized fraud is, I'm sending this one at $2,500 count one and $2,500 count two, but this one involves large amounts of theft.
En este segundo caso, debido a que hay grandes cantidades de hurto, voy a fijar fraude organizado $2,500 y el segundo $2,500.
Okay, have a nice day.
Tengan un buen día, eso es todo.
Okay, thank you.
No. Did you have immigration rule corrections? You know.
No,
Okay. Okay, Lourdes Quesada, starting with the ladies, page 1. We're moving too slowly. I'm moving quicker. Oh my gosh, I forgot my water
That's a
bottle.
bond out, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm so disappointed. I forgot my water bottle.
Lusada is the bond out.
Thank you. Bond out. Then we have Diana Samuelson. Oh, good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for your possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. 1 second. There's probable cause for the charge. Do you have a place to stay, ma'am? You have an address? You're homeless.
No, I have to stay.
You have an address where you live?
Yeah.
Okay, pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day.
Cute.
Then we have Lynn Zamora. Is she out on bond? Looks like.
She's here, Your Honor.
Revoke my bond. I could have a bond. I'm already out on bond.
Do you speak English?
Yes.
You were arrested for aggravated assault on a person aged 65 or older, or with
That
a
is incorrect.
battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. The problem is you're out on felony bond, so there's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for your open case F 25-4398. Is her mother here, the victim? If so, you got to raise your hands on Zoom. I'm happy to promote you. Let me review.
My mom, she threw away my pillows. So
Ma'am, do you have hospital benefits? Do you have
Sorry?
SSI or have any type of
I'm
insurance?
in the process of SSI.
There's probable cause for both charges. You're ordered to stay away, I guess, from mom and grandma.
I didn't do anything to them.
I know you're presumed not guilty. Don't talk about the facts, okay? Maybe we can try and get help, but it may not be today, but we can maybe get you sent to a hospital, okay? Your
I
order,
just came from the hospital.
right? Looks like they need to adjust your medication, okay? So you don't-
Yeah.
All right, stay away from mom, your mom, Maria Josefina Zamora, and grandma Rosa Castillo. No,
But I live there.
you gotta listen. Now you can put your microphone on and mute her, okay? No
Yeah,
contact
Your Honor.
with alleged victims either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. You understand the stay away order, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna see your judge tomorrow, and hopefully, I don't know if they want to check for hospital benefits, but count one, there's probable cause for aggravated assault on a person 65 or older. Bond will be $5,000. In count two, battery will be $1,000. Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day. Next is Sandra Gonzalez Morales, page 1.
Just a bond out.
Thank you. Bond out. Devon Mack, Devin Mack, or page 2.
Bond out.
Thank you. Lakeisha George.
Mrs. George is out on felony bond F2423582.
Hi, Ms. George. Ma'am, you were arrested for armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon and false imprisonment with a weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So we reviewed for probable cause yesterday. There's probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged. They didn't give me the victim's name. You don't have it, right?
No, I still don't have it.
All right, they'll have to do the stay away order in division, but there's probable cause for the charges, and since armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon is considered a dangerous crime, I'm required to hold you with no bond on that charge. So I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing, and you'll see a judge tomorrow. Count 1 is no bond, and count 2, false imprisonment with a deadly weapon. I'll set that at $5,000. So you'll see your division judge tomorrow. Have a nice day, ma'am. Next is Lisbeth Hernandez, page 2.
Ward D reset.
Okay, well, let me do the juvenile case after that. After the ladies, I guess. Ward D reset. I'm appointing the public defender's office for her reset, Ward D. Then we have, I'll let go back to the juvenile, Mr. Gabriel Wynn. I need a review for probable cause. You said, where's he, NBC?
Judge, can we do him this afternoon?
Yeah, I just have to review for probable cause. What was the information for?
Is that this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon? I thought,
No, we can do him today, this afternoon.
oh, okay.
A minute. I don't know what the attempted murder charge is based on. Let me go look here. Maybe I'm missing.
There's another A form, Judge.
I think it's attached here. I just see resisting an officer one. I don't see anything here about. Oh wait, let me see. I think I got it now. No, everything talks about tampering with evidence.
No, there's a shooting on a different arrest form that I,
Fine, but they didn't provide it to the court.
I don't
Aren't
know.
we copied review for probable cause? Mr.
Yeah.
Beck not tabulum, put everything together properly. No, I don't have it. So you need to provide it. Although an information has been filed charging him with let me see, resisting and tampering. I don't have the A form. So I want to see that arrest affidavit for the attempted murder.
yeah, I have it here, Judge. Do you want me to email it to you?
F20 F-25-12966, the one they gave me, it says warrant juvenile, order to take into custody. I don't have a copy of the order to take into custody.
Oh, okay. That's the only thing I have that as well.
But there's an order to take into custody, like a judge signs a juvenile warrant. Well, tell him to get it. Call Mr. Bass and tell him we need it. Anyway, I'll reset it for the afternoon. The child's not brought over. You understand, Mr. Heineman?
Yeah, I found it.
You have it?
Yeah.
Order to take into custody?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
You
I mean,
want-
it's the pickup order, correct?
Yeah, the pickup order, juvenile
Yeah.
pickup. Can you email it to my judicial assistant, she can print it up and bring it down.
Yeah, I forgot. What's the first part of her email?
Letter I-A-D-O-R-N-O @jud11.flcourts.org.
No, I know I've sent it a number of times. I just forgot the first letter.
Yeah,
Still
I
didn't
know.
do that.
Sometimes pops up. All right, so I'll reset it for the PM. Okay. Next is Luis Quintana Capote, page 4.
Ben, show me. Your Honor, he needs the assistant to the Spanish interpreter.
Good morning, sir. Spanish, please. 1 second. Wait a minute, Iris. One second. Oh, she wrote her email address in the chat room for you, Mr. Heineman, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, so good morning, sir. You were arrested for 1 count of grand theft of a vehicle, a first-degree felony, fleeing and eluding a police officer, and resisting an officer without violence.
Señor fue arrestado por hurto mayor de un vehículo, delito mayor en primer grado, fugarse y eludir a la policía y resistir arresto.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a nombrar a la Defensoría Pública para que lo representen.
So I believe it should be grand theft, a third-degree felony. He allegedly stole a John Deere water pump equipped to a vehicle, which is an
Aunque yo creo que debe de ser hurto mayor cuantía, delito en tercer grado, porque supuestamente se robó un John Deere puesto en un camión, en un vehículo.
It's an agricultural irrigation water truck.
Es un camión agricultor, una bomba de agua. Un camión de agua.
The police tried to pull him over in that vehicle and he refused to stop.
También que la policía trató de pararlo en dicho vehículo y usted se rehusó a parar.
Led to a nursery, subsequently crashing into a tree.
Que se metió a través de un nursery y chocó contra un árbol.
So count 1 is probable cause for grand theft, a third-degree felony.
Hay suficientes indicios racionales de criminalidad en cuanto al cargo número 1 de hurto mayor cuantía de vehículo, delito mayor en tercer grado.
Given that it's an agricultural truck, I don't know, how long have you lived here in Miami, sir?
Debido a que es un camión agricultural. Señor, ¿qué tiempo lleva de vivir en Miami?
2 años. 5.
Hable hacia el micrófono que no le escucho.
De 6 a 5 años.
6 to 5 years.
I'm sending a bond on count 1 at $7,500. He's destroyed this agricultural truck.
Ok, $7,500 es la fianza en cuanto a ese cargo de hurto mayor cuantía en el vehículo debido a que usted destruyó ese camión.
Count 2, fleeing and eluding is $2,500. Count 3, resisting without is $500.
Cargo número 2, $2,500 de eludir y fugarse de la policía. Y el cargo número 3, $500 por resistir el arresto.
You are ordered to stay away from the farm field at Southwest 137th Avenue and Southwest 248th Street.
Y se le ordena bajo orden judicial de mantenerse lejos y fuera de esa finca en la 248 del Southwest.
Good day, sir.
Tenga un buen día, señor.
Renee, would you be kind enough to fill this in at the top? Next is Alex Arango, page 4. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause. He stole some, what is it, meat. He stole 2 packs of steak and put them in it said, in the front crotch of his black shorts. He left the store without paying. Then he goes across the street to drink a canned drink. Find him with a crack pipe with the cocaine residue. So you're ordered to stay away from the Walmart store at 3200 Northwest 79th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there, sir. Do you understand? He has a conviction from May 8th for petty theft. He had 20 days of jail. He has an armed burglary withhold from 2013. That's not. He has a conviction for petty theft from February 2024. And drugs and, I don't know, state, what do you want me to do? You want a bond or you want?
Yeah, Judge, I think a bond's appropriate. There's another petty theft conviction on July 12th.
When?
We'd be
I'm just
requesting
seeing another petty theft conviction.
Oh, we had another few petty theft convictions, yes?
I have a lady that
Count 1, petty theft, 2 or more convictions is
they were
$1,500.
just giving me a hard time.
Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $1,000. Count 3, count 2 is possession of cocaine, it's residue, $1,000. Count 3, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. So I lowered count 1 for you a little, but I had to set a bond, sir. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, can you repeat the first count?
1,500 count 1, 1,000 count 2, 500 count 3.
Thank you.
Good day, sir. Next is Jesus Jimenez, page 4. Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I see your bondsman is here. I don't know if the victim is here, whose initials are AJ, that's his father. Is the dad? Can you in Spanish interpret if there's a victim here on Zoom? Please raise your hand. If there's a victim here
Si
on
la
this,
víctima está aquí presente en Zoom, alce la mano en la plataforma Zoom.
please raise your hand if you're here.
Por favor, alce la mano a través del icono de la mano en Zoom.
I don't see his father now.
No veo el padre que es la víctima.
That's my initial. I don't have an signature.
So, Mr. Jimenez, I'm going to enter, there's probable cause for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm going to appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, do you have any hospital benefits? Do you have?
Yeah, I have. I take a medicine for anxiety. I think I have it.
Do you know who it's with?
Insurance.
I mean, I have a government check for I'm under disability, so I get a government check every month.
All right. So are you interested? Would you like to go to the hospital instead of sitting in jail with a bond that you?
Yeah, please, yeah.
What I'm going to do
I'll behave.
I'm going to read the stay away order to him now.
I've never been here before. This is my first time ever in jail. First time ever.
Hopefully it's your last, but listen carefully.
Yeah, I don't like it. The hospitals like this didn't work compared to this.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to order that you stay away from your father, whose initials are AJ, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand? And also, you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail with a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal.
So I could get all my stuff.
Correct. So just let me finish reading it to you just so I do my job, okay? So you can only return to your parents' home one time only within 48 hours. Sorry. One minute. You must be, you have to have a police officer with you so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand all that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll reset your case in the afternoon for hospital. He can be card only if you like, all right?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go to the hospital. I feel safe there, and I've been there before. I feel good there. Give me food.
This is Southern Hospital. I
We're
don't
gonna work on that,
Yeah,
okay?
I appreciate it a lot. Wait, go stay.
No, you're.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Hyman, the ASA got a system crash and wants to be re-promoted.
Say it again? Mr.
ASA Hyman crashed his system and wants to be promoted.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bonda, for letting me know. Hopefully I did it right.
No, where are you?
What's today? Having that all day. I don't know why I said because. Oh, I got the arrest warrant for Gabriel Wynn.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what was the position for Mr. Jimenez?
He's set for the PM card only. Give me 1 second.
Sure, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're back again. Do you realize you're like disturbing my court? What's
Oh,
going on?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, come back. What's going on? I have to read.
Oh, I'm scared of you guys. No, I did what you said and they already have me on July 7th. My attorney, Richard Gregg, is upstairs with the prosecutors in some kind of meeting. Right?
What's the issue?
The license is suspended they made the mistake, the Tallahassee. I was supposed to turn my tag in at a certain time. The car was sold and I turned it in, but 3-day window, they suspended the license. And that's why, like this, I have all the paperwork.
Oh, 1 second. Well, I can send you one of the other county judges who do you think can help them. Not these guys. No, it has a picture of which one you think. Okay.
I didn't mean to disturb you.
It's okay. I'm trying to see what I can do. You need to get your license straightened out so you can drive.
And they got the big van out there right now.
Oh, really? If anybody needs.
Once every 2 weeks, they come in and you just go in there, pay it.
She went to 124. What they
124, and then I just went to the lady, says I have a July 7th down at the other courtroom in Cutler Ridge. The nice black lady in the back room.
You went to 124?
Yes, ma'am.
You see a judge here that can resolve it sooner.
The clearance has to be done by a judge. Then I could go back to 124.
So I can send you over to, she's busy, Christy Nunes. Go see Judge Capote or Lisette Martinez. Can you help him go to Lisette Martinez if she's there? If not, take it to Capote.
Thank you, Your Honor.
They can
If
help
I
you.
wasn't, they might not be able to, I'm driving tomorrow no matter what, and gorgeous.
Hey, see you here tomorrow. Hey.
North Carolina's there.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me a second. You know, there's a big sign on my door that says, this is not traffic, just so you know. But I'm happy to help. Give me 1 minute. I'll make a preliminary finding of probable cause for Mr. Gabriel Lynn. Here, Ashley, this we did already for juvenile. Let's reset for the afters. This is Ernest Murray. Hey, Mr. Murray, good morning, sir. You were arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer, leaving the scene of a crash. I'm sorry, leaving the scene of an accident. I'm sorry, I only have the fleeing and eluding.
Yes, Judge, he was seen on his traffic. He was given $150 bond on 2 and 150, well, on all 3 cases.
All right, let me see what's going on here. There's probable cause for the charge of fleeing and eluding a police officer. I'm setting a bond and it's $2,500. Have a good day, sir. And no drive order unless you have a valid license. He doesn't have a license, a good valid license. No drive order. Good day, sir. Next is Brian Kubayas, page 5. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes.
So you were arrested for grand theft, organized scheme to defraud, and uttering forged instruments. It's from March 20th of 2025. So he was engaged from August 2024 through March 2025. He's employed as a dispatcher and then was engaged in a systematic and ongoing scheme to defraud his employer by stealing cash payments associated with the company's invoices. They did an internal audit that showed he received 22 cash paid invoices by intentionally or destroying the records, failing to report them on his daily worksheet. The total financial loss of the company is a little over $11,000. So there's probable cause for everything. You are ordered to stay away from the American Towing business at 2246 Northwest 25th Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there, sir. Do you understand the stay away order? All right, I'll give him pretrial if they'll take him. Will you take him? It's okay. Yeah. Pretrial services alternate bond. Count 1 is $2,500 for grand theft. Count 2, organized scheme to defraud, is $2,500, and count 3, uttering a forged instrument. I'll set that at $2,500. So you can get out for free with pretrial if you like. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Judge.
You too. Take care, sir. Next case is Ruben Casado.
Mr. Casado is reset disruptive, Judge.
All right, let me review for probable cause.
Your Honor, we have an argument here.
Okay, just give me a second to read it and I'll listen to your argument. Oh, well, let me see 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, first, we would say there's no probable cause for the loitering and prowling charge. Loitering and prowling is a forward-looking crime and a forward-looking statute for incipient criminal behavior. There's no incipient criminal behavior here. It's the allegation. It's just that the defendant was riding his bike in a fast manner. That does not suggest he is about to commit a crime.
Okay, there's probable cause for the charges. It's at 6:37 in the afternoon. He's walking behind bushes. He's holding boxes, Amazon boxes. He says he's going to his aunt's house, which is not the direction he was traveling. And also he has tools used. He had screwdriver, gloves, and he had other items commonly used to pry open mailboxes. The police followed up with the stolen packages, and they were in fact stolen, but the victims didn't want to prosecute. So there's probable cause. You said, what was he, NBC or refused?
Disruptive, reset.
Reset for the PF. Then we have Gerald Henry, page 5. Hi, Mr. Henry. Sir, you were arrested for possession of controlled substance called Molly and possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, do you have an address where you live, or are you homeless?
I have an address.
All right. Count 1 is pretrial. You'll take him or no? Or is he have too? Oh, it's too much. Signal 400. Tap alternate bond. 2,500. Count 1. 1,000. Count 2. Make sure to keep all future court dates, sir. Have a nice day. Next is Dalen Thomas, page 6. Good morning, Mr. Thomas. You were arrested for possession of fentanyl and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I'm not sure. He had 7 baggies of fentanyl, 2 grams. I don't know. Isn't that like intent to sell? I don't know, state. He's not selling per se.
I think it probably would be filed that way.
What, possession?
I don't think it would be, I don't think possession with intent would be filed.
Sir, how long have you lived in Miami for? Sir, do you want to disclose how long you've lived here?
How long have you lived in Miami?
I don't.
Oh, where do you live?
Proud.
How long have you lived in Broward County?
My whole life.
All right. Pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500, count 1, and 500, count 2. Sir, you need some drug counseling. If you're using fentanyl, that stuff will kill you. Anyway, have a nice day. Pretrial alternate, 2,500 and 500. Make sure to keep all future court dates, sir. Next is Corey Moore. 25.
By the way, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Moore.
Good morning.
Sir, sir, you were arrested for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review for probable cause. So there's probable cause for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. Your bond is $7,500. Have a good day. Next is Daryl Ray, page 6. Morning, Mr. Ray. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. You are out on felony bond. There's a hold for F-25-11847.
Hold on. I want to know Felony bond.
Is he? It's yeah, you are.
I was on pre-trial.
Cocaine. It's set July 9th. Residue in a pipe. $1,000 count 1, $500 count 2. Have a nice day, sir.
Your Honor, that was 1,000 count 1, 500 count 2.
500 count 2. Yes, sir. Next is Reginald Jackson, page 6. Bond out.
Bond out.
Burden. Morning.
Good morning.
You were arrested for carrying a concealed firearm in violation of a domestic violence injunction. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Can we check this case number F089446? Can you run that for me, please? Why you give me a stay away order? It's not a stay away order type of case.
No, the domestic folks were a little confused about that, so they just went ahead and did one.
I don't know what's the status of that case. It looks like it's closed. F089446. You run that for Mr. Heineman, do you know?
The FOA case?
Yeah,
That was
6.
closed back in 2009.
It says non-expiring injunction. I don't think one's going to continue after it's been closed. I don't know who this lady is raising her hand on Zoom, but if you don't have a case here, I can't help you. F089446. Is it open? F089446. Is it a non-expiring injunction? I don't know if this lady's in the right courtroom. And don't promote her either. Ma'am, I don't, this is not like, you gotta write in the case number or something. We can look it up if you do. Do you show it a non-expiring injunction from 08?
Sure.
It would be in civil court. It wouldn't be in here in criminal court.
Your Honor, there's corrections is saying that there's some sort of failure to pay.
But I never got a court date. I never went to jail for this or nothing. I ain't never even much know about this.
I can
That's right. Other than failure to pay. Yeah, I don't think there's probable cause. But except for carrying a concealed firearm.
I'm not
Allowed
convicted.
to. No. I don't think there's probable cause. So anyway, I'm going to release some, I guess what, ROR count 1 and ROR count 2. All right. I'm letting you go for.
Can I ask you something, Judge?
Yeah.
How could I get that taken care of? Because I never knew about this.
You didn't know you had you had an open case. You can try and get it sealed, your record sealed. If you come to the clerk's office, what is it, the 8th or 9th floor? I forget. You can get a package there about sealing your record. I know this, I don't know if that's a crime that's eligible. It's a felony battery. I don't know what you pled to. You may be able to seal your record.
Thought
But-
I already did that, but all right, I'll see about it. I'll just
Talk
go
to
to
somebody at the public defender's office. Listen, even though I'm releasing you, you're still gonna be assigned an attorney at the PD's office. You're gonna have to come to court for your arraignment in 30 days. The state may still file charges, so stay in touch with your lawyer and they can advise you on what you should do.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, that was PC on both counts or no PC on both
I
counts?
don't see PC on either count. I know I should probably do release outright. I don't know. Mr. Heineman, any suggestion by you?
I'm still looking, Judge. I don't see anything related to that case that's still open.
Then I'll just do release outright on both cases. Okay. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Malik Mason. Hi, Mr. Mason. Sir, you were arrested for 2 cases, strong arm robbery and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Another case is burglary to an unoccupied dwelling. So let me review for probable cause. So is pushing the victim to leave the store without paying for the merchandise. Apparently goes there quite a bit to do this. There's probable cause for the charges. Strong arm robbery. The other case, he goes into somebody's home. He's hiding behind a large box in the victim's yard. You are ordered to stay away from the Family Dollar store at 14400 Northwest 27th Avenue in Opelika, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there, sir. And then also stay away from the victim MA and the other victim, the homeowner, Alanis Villamar. No contact with those alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. Stay at least 500 feet away from their home, school, and place of employment. And also stay away from the victim's home at 1330 Sesame Street in Opelika, Florida. So F25-13052, the burglary to the occupied dwelling, that's $7,500.
Your Honor, we would request TAP. He is homeless. He will not be able to.
It's a burglary. I'm not giving him TAP, and it's a strong arm robbery. It's violent. He doesn't qualify for TAP. F25-13053, strong arm robbery will be $6,500. Count 2 battery is $1,000. I split those two. Have a nice day, sir.
I'm gonna just.
Next we have is Alexis Perez Diaz, page 7.
Judge, he's out on probation violation F24-22763.
Also the division judge. Is he here today? Good morning, sir. Mr. Perez Diaz, you were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. You're out on probation. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow. And you speak English or no? Spanish.
Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
Sir, Spanish. Miss Obando, are you there? Do we have a Spanish interpreter? You want to call one? Okay. Where's Miss Obando? I want to call Spanish interpreter. Maybe she stepped away for a moment. Siéntate un momento. Necesito un intérprete para usted. Naquan Hannah, page 7. Good morning, Mr. Hannah. You were arrested for battery on a person aged 65 or older. Oh, now she's appeared. And resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I was here last year. I've never been convicted or like anything like with criminal charges. This has all been domestic, like within family. You know.
All right, sir. These are charges. You gotta chill out. All right.
I didn't put hands on my grandma. I just want you to know that my grandma.
Sure. Everybody here is presumed not guilty. I rely on the four corners of the arrest affidavit. Let me review for probable cause. I didn't see grandma's age, although it says elderly person.
No, that's good.
Probable cause for battery. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from your grandmother, Linda Louise Mitchell. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail with a police officer to retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll give him pretrial services, alternate bond. Count one will be $1,000. Count two is $500. Ordered in. Okay, just stay away from grandma. Have a nice day. Ruth Beer. So we have the interpreter. Let's go back to Alexis Perez Diaz, please. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenas tardes, buenos días, señor Díaz. Se le ha arrestado por allanamiento de un transporte no ocupado y voy a nombrar a la Defensoría Pública para que lo represente.
There's probable cause for the charge. I'm setting a bond and it's $2,500.
Dictamino que hay suficientes indicios racionales de criminalidad y la fianza que fijo es $2,500.
Since you're on probation, you'll see your judge tomorrow for your open probation case. Have a nice day.
Y debido a que usted tenía una condena condicional, va a ser llevado ante el juez de esa condena condicional mañana.
Next, thank you. Next week was Pierre.
But this child, I got bone, so 12
Yeah,
o'clock.
but you have a hold in another case that's gonna be addressed tomorrow.
So I got called tomorrow. I
Yeah.
got new.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Do you Spanish or English?
Spanish.
Sir, good morning. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance and criminal mischief.
Señor fue arrestado por allanamiento de un transporte no ocupado y destrucción de propiedad ajena.
Sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
Señor, ¿tiene los fondos para contratar un abogado privado?
No.
No.
I will appoint public defender's office for you.
Se le nombrará a la Defensoría Pública para que lo represente.
There is probable cause for the charges of burglary to the unoccupied conveyance and criminal mischief.
Y dictamino que hay suficientes indicios racionales de criminalidad para el allanamiento de un transporte no ocupado y destrucción de propiedad ajena.
You're ordered to stay away from the victim's business, the Transporter Cargo Corporation.
Estoy emitiendo una orden judicial de que tendrá que mantenerse fuera y lejos de Transporter Cargo Business.
At 6320 Northwest 97th Avenue in Doral, Florida.
Ubicado en el 6320 Northwest 97 Avenida en la ciudad de Doral.
Sir, how long have you lived in Miami for?
¿Qué tiempo lleva viviendo en Miami, en la Florida? 19 years.
Okay. Pretrial services, alternate bond. It's $2,500 count one and $500 bond count two. Have a good day.
Libertad bajo el monitoreo de Pretrial Services, alternativamente $2,500 en cuanto al cargo número 1 y $500 en cuanto al cargo número 2 en fianzas.
Thank you. Raul Almora Sierra is next. Page 8. I don't know if he needs an interpreter. Does he speak English?
Yes.
Sir, good morning. You were arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, 2 counts. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he got upset at his roommates and took out a kitchen knife from his pocket and attacked the victims, and he stabbed them. He stabbed one and the other one tries to stop it.
Spanish.
Your Honor, he does need the assistance of the Spanish interpreter.
Spanish. Sir, you were arrested for 2 counts of aggravated battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Fue arrestado porque se le imputa 2 cargos de agresión física calificada y le nombraré a la Defensoría Pública para que lo represente.
So, sir, you were ordered to stay away from the alleged victims. Juan Fortunato, I can't read the last name you wrote.
Yeah, it's
What?
Fortuandobles. Fortuandobles.
All right, stay away from Juan Fortunato Bless. and Yuslet Rivera.
Tiene órdenes judiciales de mantenerse lejos y sin contacto de las supuestas víctimas Juan Portuando Dobles y Giselle Rivera.
No contact with those victims either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con esas personas directamente, indirectamente, por teléfono, a través de terceras personas.
No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means.
No podrá tener contacto con las víctimas a través de redes sociales o cualquier otro medio electrónico.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times.
Tendrá que mantener una distancia de más de 500 pies en todo momento de las víctimas, de los hogares de las víctimas, del colegio y lugar de empleo de las víctimas.
And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Podrá regresar solamente una vez luego de 48 horas dentro de 48 horas de ser puesto en libertad de la cárcel a la casa de la víctima.
With a police officer.
Con un agente de la policía.
Retrieve your personal belongings.
Para recoger sus pertenencias personales solamente.
If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested.
Si va a la casa de la víctima o víctimas sin la policía o se queda ahí hospedado, será arrestado de nuevo.
Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
¿Usted entiende la orden judicial de mantenerse lejos y sin contacto? Hable hacia el micrófono, si no, no se le escucha.
Sí, entendí.
Yes, I understood.
There's probable cause for the charges, and I'm setting a bond, $7,500, count 1 for aggravated battery, and count 2 is $7,500.
$7,500 por agresión con calificado en cuanto al cargo número 1 y otros $7,500 por el segundo cargo de agresión física calificada.
Good day, sir.
Tenga un buen día, eso es todo.
¿De dónde voy a sacar yo eso?
From when am I gonna get that?
Nathan Bannister, page 8. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft, a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So it's from yesterday. Victim scooter was stolen. You were able to track it down. There's probable cause for grand theft for the scooter. Sir, how long have you lived in Miami?
I've lived in Miami 5 years.
Oh, I see. You got a lot of priors in those 5 years. You're ordered to stay away from 1500 Bay Road in Miami Beach, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there.
All right.
A bond, $2,500. Good day, sir.
How much is the bond?
$2,500. You have prior grand theft convictions. 66 August 2024. Next we have is Christopher Martinez.
That's the bond out.
Thank you. Larry Pena Hidalgo, page 9.
He refused, Judge.
Let me review.
DC was found yesterday, Judge.
He's on probation for 2 cases. It's the third refusal. Appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence, setting a bond. There's probable cause all counts. Count 1 is $2,500. Count 2 is $2,000. No, I'm sorry. Count 1 is battery on a law enforcement officer. Pardon me. Count 1 is $5,000. Count 2 will be $2,000. Count 3 is $500. And count 4 is $150. So appointing public defender's office and waiving his presence. Next is Wilfredo Ramos Sepulveda, page 9. Good morning.
He's out on felony bond F24232219.
Thank you, sir. Do you speak English? Yes. Sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charges. The problem is you're out on felony bonds. A set of bonds as follows. Count 1 is $1,000. Count 2, drug paraphernalia, is $500. And count 3, the possession of the prescription drug without a prescription, will be $1. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day, sir. Next, Kendrick Mincy, page 10. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for abuse of an elderly or disabled adult and tampering with a victim. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Not sure that's the right charge.
No, it wouldn't be, because clearly not a misdemeanor.
So we slapped the victim with an open hand to the right side of the face. It should be battery by strangulation. Covered the victim's mouth and nose, preventing the victim from communicating and providing details with the dispatcher. I guess it would be a battery and a tampering, although the victim is, no, it's in mine, I don't know. Maybe it's battery and count 1 and tampering count 2. So, sir, you are ordered to stay. Do you live with Miss Riggs? Do you live together with Miss Riggs?
So,
Yeah. No? Do you have to go to her house to get any personal belongings?
no, we're gonna stay at 2 different places.
I can't hear.
No, I don't have to go there.
All right. One second. All right, you're ordered to stay away from Shatavis Riggs, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer to retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'll set a bond. Count 1 is $1,000, and count 2, tampering with the victim. I'm just looking at his priors. He has a bunch that were no action battery ones. Count 2, I'm setting it at $2,500. Have a good day, sir.
What does that mean? What do I mean?
Then we have next is Anthony King. Good morning, Mr. King. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. He's a frequent shoplifter there at the Walgreens. They said they recognized him, and he says I'm sorry, I know I've stolen here before, but I won't do it again. And he stole $396 of merchandise. 9 prescription glasses, Nivea men's lotion, Sky organic lip balms, 15, and other men's products, hygiene products. He has prior convictions. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from Walgreens at 750 West 750 Northwest 119th Street in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there, sir.
Okay.
I'm setting a bond, $2,500. Have a nice day. Stay out of that Walgreens.
You raising the bond, Your Honor?
Oh, I didn't raise it. It's
No,
the-
don't raise it.
That's this amount for a third degree felony. That's it, right? We're done for the morning?
We're done, Judge.
Want to start at 1:15 or 1:20? 1:30, Ashley says 1:30, so we'll see you then.
Okay, 1:30 it is.
Don't forget to contact the hospital for the one person, okay?
Will do, Your Honor.
I gave you the computer. All right, thank you. See you at 1:30, everyone.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I left your paper upstairs. I'm sorry about that. I was upstairs working, sorry. Hi, guys. Welcome to the afternoon felony first appearance hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everyone to please stand up, raise your right hand to be sworn in by our clerk.
No, just hold it. No, go ahead. So I just leave. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Let's see. Interpreter here. Get up on me. Wait a minute, we have to get an interpreter. Anyway, if there's anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room. Let's begin. Can the attorneys announce, please state?
Charles Hyman, on behalf of the state, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Assistant Public Defender Robert Kilson.
Good morning. Or good afternoon, sir. All right, let's begin. We have the first case. There's somebody on Zoom, Gabriel Wynn. Hi, Mr. Wynn. Looking for his paperwork. Here it is. Page 10, I think. Is there a 10 or is that the morning 10? Okay. All right. So Mr. Nguyen, you were direct filed from juvenile court. He's on page 6. Are you a direct filed from juvenile court on 2 cases? One of them, let's see. One of the cases is resisting an officer without violence and tampering with physical evidence. Then you have another case. Where an information has been filed. One second, I gotta get the paperwork. You keep putting the wrong cases here. The other cases were, they have these, they do these arrest affidavits wrong. How many are there? I have.
There's 3, Judge.
I have a total of 3, Your Honor.
Sorry, it's 3. All right. So it's 2 cases where it's charged with resisting an officer with violence and then tampering with physical evidence. One is resisting an officer without violence. And then there's a third case where he's charged by information with attempted felony murder, a first-degree felony, punishable by life in prison. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I don't have that. It just says this one. This doesn't say that charge, but it goes here. So there is probable cause for the charges. With regard to the case where you're charged with attempted felony murder, I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041. And I'm going to hold you with no bond. On the other cases, you're entitled to a bond.
Your Honor, can we make some PC arguments with regards to those other 2 cases?
You can do whatever you like. Sir, also you're ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are TM. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away order, sir? So it's no bond on the attempted felony murder case. Stay away order from the victim. All right, what did you want to argue regarding probable cause? Just give me the case number and I'm happy.
Yes, the case number ending in 2994. With regards to the tampering with physical evidence, Your Honor, there is no indication in the arrest form that he was aware at that moment of an investigation, which is knowledge of the investigation would be an element of that crime.
All right, you're wrong. He's charged with attempting to conceal the cellular phone that had data that they're looking for to find out if he was involved in the murder. And he went and, one second. He slammed his cell phone on the ground, successfully breaking the screen. Once he slammed the cell phone on the ground, he said, fuck it, and then relaxed his arms, allowing detectives to gain control of his arms. So that is tampering, and I'm going to set a bond. Count 1, tampering with physical evidence, is going to be a $5,000 bond, and count 2, resisting an officer without violence, is $500. What's the next case you want to argue probable cause for?
Your Honor, the case that ends in 2995.
You do realize an information has been filed already charging him, and it's not even necessary for me to make a PC argument. Go ahead. Let's go ahead. Make your argument.
Let me confirm with the information, but the arrest form does state that it's a resisting officer with violence with a firearm. I don't see that there is a firearm in this in the arrest form.
Okay, let's take a look. He's both of them. That's what they arrested him for, but it looks like they charged him with by information with resisting an officer with violence and tampering with evidence. So let's
Okay.
Charged
We
him.
have no objection to that. It was just the firearm if it was a 2nd-degree felony, but it seems like he was charged with the 3rd.
Okay. Here he bit the cellular phone in an effort to break it or destroy its contents. I'm setting a bond on count 1, it's $5,000, and count 2, resisting an officer with violence, excuse me. That's one he, He was kicking his legs towards detectives. The struggle continued until hospital security arrived. Detective Coney sustained a broken left middle fingernail due to this incident. So count one, resisting with violence, will be $5,000. Count two, tampering with physical evidence is $5,000. Good day, sir. I'll see your judge tomorrow. Okay. Excuse my profanity in reading his words for word, but that's what the child said, not me. Next, we have Yasiva Alvarez Rengifo. Good afternoon, ma'am. Do you speak English? I don't know if we have we have a Spanish, only promoter.
Spanish.
That's fine. I'm sorry. 1 moment for the interpreter. I have to make sure she's see whether or not she's been sworn in.
Good afternoon, Judge. Your interpreter has been previously sworn in.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for solicitation for filing a false or fraudulent insurance claim.
Señor, usted se le imputa el delito de solicitar, entablar un reclamo a la aseguradora de manera fraudulenta.
This is a case from November 14th of 2023 where it's alleged the defendant reported an insurance accident, a vehicle crash that never occurred.
Este delito data del 14 de noviembre del 2023, donde se alega que la acusada trató de reportar un accidente a su aseguradora, un accidente vehicular que nunca sucedió.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Así que voy a asignarle a la oficina de la Defensoría Pública.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Existe causa probable para el delito que se le imputa.
What are you seeking here?
Standards, fine, Judge. I believe it's 2,500.
He went to therapy for this crash that didn't occur. $2,500 bond. Have a nice day.
Fianza $2,500. Que tenga buen día.
Next is next case, Lisbeth Hernandez. Is she here?
Reset, Ward D, Your Honor.
Thank you. Reset tomorrow, Ward D. Jesus Jimenez, page 2. That's for the hospital. Does he have any benefits?
Your Honor, we are still confirming some information with regards to. Okay, I think we would need to reset for tomorrow.
Sometimes we wait till the end of calendar. You may get a response before we finish, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Neil Collier, page 2.
Your Honor, he's in jail arraignment. Can we pass him, please?
Then we have Joe Brownlee, page 2. Good afternoon. So you were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine, trafficking in heroin, possession of cocaine, possession of heroin. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charges. I see the cocaine, lots of cocaine, 21 baggies of heroin. Actually, it should be trafficking in heroin. He has heroin, he has 6.
That was the charge, Judge.
What?
That was the charge.
Oh, it is trafficking in heroin. Oh, okay, fine. Count 1, possession with intent to sell cocaine is $5,000. I'm gonna split it with 3 because he's charged with possession of cocaine. Count 2, trafficking in heroin is, I'll set that at $10,000. Actually, $10,000. Count 3, possession of cocaine is $2,500. And count 4, possession of heroin is $5,000. So I split all the bonds. That's it. Have a good day, sir. Next, Frank Addison, page 2. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $7,500. Have a nice day, sir.
Okay.
Next, Konstantinos Demodis, page 3.
Bond out.
Thank you. Deshaun Sealy. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of more than 20 grams of cannabis, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Your Honor, I'd like to represent myself.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't sign any papers to have the public defender represent me.
PD's not appointed.
No. Whenever you have a chance, may I speak?
I'm reviewing for probable cause, so I don't need to hear from you. I just have to review the arrest affidavit.
There may be some misinformation on the A form. That's why I was.
To rely on. It's not your testimony here today, sir. Anything you say can be used against you. They found 40.6 grams of marijuana. And let's see. Yes.
May you reduce the bond?
If you
Because
stop.
yeah, if I stop talking, okay. I was actually.
So there's probable cause for a felony possession of cannabis and resisting without. He has an open case, resisting without and disorderly conduct as well. No future court date. State, do you have an objection if I lower the bond or give him?
No, Judge.
Listen, you want to smoke? Get your medical marijuana license and don't go to South Beach to smoke.
So that's the thing, right? So I legally purchased it from the smoke shop. It's something called Delta 9 THCA and stuff like that. So it's like, why am I being treated like a criminal for having? I didn't smoke it in public. I didn't do that. So I'm not understanding that.
It is a criminal offense to possess it. Can you leave the courtroom, please, if you can't turn it off? I can't do this. I had to turn it off. Whatever. All right. Possessing this, you don't have a medical marijuana card, so the possession of it is the criminal offense. Because it's over 20 grams, it's a felony.
Even if I was just rolling up a THCA blunt?
Yes, even if you roll it up. And in Miami Beach, they have a zero tolerance policy, sir. And you.
Okay, so due to the fact that I was under the impression that I wasn't breaking the law, may you give me ROR?
I'm not giving you an ROR because you got the resistance. For cooperative, I would have, but you were resisting and giving them a hard time.
Well, the reason why they charged me with resisting because I was explaining the same thing that I was explaining to you, and then I complied. I handed them my ID. I did all that. So I was explaining to them the same way I was explaining to you that I legally purchased it and et cetera. That was not done on the A form. So they charged me with resisting without violence because I tried to tell them that I legally purchased it.
Because they asked you to identify yourself and you just your question.
I had my ID in my hand. I was like, here's my ID and let me speak.
Sir, you know what? I'll give you pretrial, no problem. You can get out of jail for free, but you've been warned and now you have an open felony case.
I will never roll weed in public ever again.
Just to go to your house and do it.
Yeah, that's I always do that. That's the thing, because this was the first time I rolled weed in public in like for months. I'm gonna be real with you, months.
Out of Miami Beach, go get a medical marijuana card, buy it from their licensed vendors, and you won't have a problem, but you can't smoke in public. I think.
And you know what's crazy? I had my medical marijuana card, and that was the only felony that I got. And this was years ago. I was in a Tesla, right? And they pulled me out the car. I had $6,000 in my trading account and they treated me like a drug dealer. I lost $300,000 that summer.
Okay, you're giving me.
This is the truth because I'm tired of the police harassing me for weed. I'm not a.
Move to California. They don't harass people there. Pretrial alternate bond, 500 count 1 and 500 count 2. Have a nice day.
Pre-trial, pre-trial means I get released.
Free if you want, for free. PD's not appointed. Next is James Perdue on page 3. Hello, you can come up here.
Purdue right here.
Hi, sir. Mr. Perdue, you were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Yes.
It looks like he's charged with possession of cocaine. There's probable cause. I'll give him free trial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Who are you?
I'm his fiance.
Your fiance is in court. He can get out of jail for free with pretrial. So if you want to have a seat, you'll give him your phone number. They can call you. They're going to call you to verify where he lives. All right.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Next, we have Gregory Campbell. Good afternoon, Mr. Campbell.
Has a hold for F Corps.
You are arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charges. I'll do $1,000 count 1 and 500 count 2. And you have the Florida Department of Corrections. Have a nice day, sir.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Really? Yeah, lowered your bond and you got a hold. Have a good day. Dion Jolly is next. Page 4. Hi, Mr. Jolly. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
I no weapon.
So I didn't see value. There's probable cause for the charge. Aggravated assault. It looks like an attempted armed burglary.
I can go out, right?
Yeah, although they live together. Hi, have a nice day, man. Now, all right, I'll leave it as that. Stay away from Laquan Jackson, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay-away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any money to post the bond?
Huh?
Run house arrest, you got money to post the bond?
Oh,
You have another place you can stay?
yes.
Okay, fine. House arrest with a GPS monitor. Oh, the level 3 house arrest with a curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Alternate bond is $5,000 count 1 and 150 count 2. All right, you have a nice day, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Just for the record, he didn't have any priors. Craig Abel is next, page 4.
I'm sorry, Yana, who you call?
Greg Abel.
He's in jail arraignment. Can we pass him?
Yes, ma'am. That brings us to Hugo Alonso.
Bond out.
Thank you. Clarence Dean.
Okay.
He's in jail arraignment, Your Honor.
Oh, boy. Okay. Michael Lewis. Hi, Mr. Lewis. Good afternoon, sir. You were
Good
arrested
afternoon.
for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge.
For something for Charlie.
Who promoted the bondsman? I got to have them interrupting me. I don't know. Anyway, stay away from the alleged victim, your uncle, Fanel Francois. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have somewhere else you can stay?
So apparently, they're kicking him out the house because he has another residence to go to, and that is my main residency.
Hey, does he have any priors? Any juvenile priors?
No, Judge.
I'll order him to pretrial. Stay out of trouble. Are you in school or did you graduate?
I just graduated 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to St. Thomas University for culinary and hospitality off of a full ride scholarship.
That's really nice. Well, good luck. Are you playing sports too or no?
So as of right now, the doctors are still trying to determine if I could still play sports due to injuries.
All right. Well, good luck to you, sir. Just stay out of trouble, okay? And stay away.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll give him pretrial alternate bond $5,000.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You say go Bobcats, right? I think the Bobcats.
Go Bobcats.
Yeah, that's where I got my law degree from. Frederick Pickens. You're the regret having me there.
Your Honor, Mr. Pickens is in jail arraignment.
All right. You guys, can you move him along? Tell Judge Dennis. Tell Renee to stop talking. All right. Yes, dear Theophil.
He's reset medical, Your Honor.
We reviewed for probable cause. We're gonna be busy tomorrow.
He received a bond of $1,000 on each count on his misdemeanor.
How do you get a bond on a misdemeanor if he's reset medical here? Did he get sick in between coming there and here?
He had a medical emergency.
Oh dear, I hope he's okay. Yeah, there's probable cause for the charges. I don't know about the felony battery. Let me see. Yeah, there is. It's not a felony. He knocked out her dental implants. I don't know if he intended to state. What do you, Mr. Heineman, you do the filings? Is that an ag matter or leave it as a felony?
So it was if they were implants, I think it would be aggravated battery, wouldn't be felony battery.
Count one is aggravated battery. And count two is probable cause as well. All right, reset tomorrow. Next is Norman White on page 5. Mr. Pardon me?
Bond out.
Bond out, Ruben Casedo.
Reset for tomorrow, disruptive.
A lot of disruptive people lately. He was disruptive this morning as well, so reset tomorrow. Malcolm Lumpkin, page 6.
Ruben Casito.
Mr. Lumpkin here, what'd you say?
Mr.
Your
Lump,
Honor, Your Honor,
Lumpkin's in jail arraignment.
with regards to Mr. Casito, we can waive his presence.
Oh, you want to waive Casito's presence? Okay, where's his paper up? All right, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, count 1. I'll set that at, I don't know, $1,500, and count 2 is $150. All right, next, Malcolm Lumpkin, is he here?
Jail arraignments, Your Honor.
Your
Yeah.
Honor, Lumpkin's in jail arraignment.
Okay, we'll pass it for him. Sharif Ibrahim. Who the hell are you up?
Good afternoon. Hello there.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for domestic battery by strangulation and false imprisonment. Can you afford to hire an attorney, sir?
Probably not. Just to clarify, I am a UK citizen here on holiday. I'm a doctor, and the events aren't really how they went. But
Are you on holiday here, or do you live here, or you live in?
I'm on holiday, so she invited me over, and
Don't talk about the facts. I'll appoint a public defender's office for you.
okay. But yeah,
1 second, I got to review for probable cause. So there's probable cause for battery by strangulation. Stan, I'm sorry, I don't see that. What's the false imprisonment?
When I'm looking on page 2, when she keeps trying to leave, she regains consciousness, attempts to leave, and he pulls her back. Happens twice, actually. That she attempted to run out of the apartment, but he grabbed her again and strangled her until she lost consciousness again.
All right. There's probable cause for the charges. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Rosemary Weiler. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order?
I understand, yeah.
All right. I'm setting a bond. Count one, I'll set it at $4,000, and count two will be 1,000. State, are you okay with that? He's not from here.
Yes, Judge.
Just stay away from the victim, sir. Have a good day.
I just have a question.
Yes, sir. What's your question?
The question is, as I said before, I'm a doctor and I have plans of practicing in the US. So
You what?
So I am a doctor in the UK and I have plans of practicing in the US in the future. So I was just wondering what.
Well, I can't imagine they're going to give you papers to come here if you have a criminal offense, given that we have a rather strict government, but that's your choice to deal with that. You can contact an attorney, but right now it's a bond to get out of jail. But if you're a practicing doctor, then do you have any assets you can use to pay for a lawyer?
I'm just not very aware of the system here. So my question was basically kind of what is the protocol? Is this an agreement of how I get out of prison?
You have to
basically,
pay money to get out of jail. Ever play Monopoly? Get stuck in jail, you got to pay money to get out.
Of course, but it's more so about the charges I'm talking about. How do I?
Your Honor, I can speak with him and let him.
Just so you know, the state has up to 30 days to file. And sorry, if you're out of custody, then they're going to set an arraignment date in 30 days. That's the form to decide if they're going to file formal charges against you. If you're unable to post a bond and you remain in custody, they're going to have a hearing within 21 days. The gentleman next to you is a public defender. I did appoint their office for you. I'll appoint the public defender's office for you today, subject to financial verification. All right.
And one last thing, Bradley. In terms of, I also don't have many contacts here because I don't live here. I am able to post or pay the full bond if required now. I don't really.
Make sure to keep all future court dates. If you return to England, then they may allow you to appear on Zoom. Stay attorney.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
You have Alexander Diaz on page 7.
These are added charges, NBC.
I thought he refused earlier.
Yes, he refused earlier, Your Honor.
Reset NBC. Ronald McGlory.
Refused court, reset for tomorrow.
Let me see. Here, I just have 2 of them. Mr. McGlory refused. It's the second refusal. Okay.
I've already got to reset these the other people from jail.
That's Robin Ralph, is he here?
Refused court, reset for tomorrow, added charges.
All right. No, because he doesn't have much, so he doesn't act that. Yeah, you want to appoint, accept his appoint, you want to deal with this one now for Robin Ralph?
Sure, Your Honor.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, I'll set a bond, $1,000. Clifton Mosley.
Refused court, these are added charges.
He refused earlier. You want to waive his presence?
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'll set his bond at $1. I think I did that to the other person as well. A co-defendant. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, $1 bond. Then the ones I passed. From anybody there from jail arraignments? Great.
Pickens, Your Honor.
Mr. Frederick Pickens, good afternoon, sir. Come on down.
Your Honor, he received $150 on his no valid driver's license.
Sir, you were arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. Your bond's $2,500. Have a nice day. Neil Collier, is he here? Anybody else there? Let me read this.
Yeah, Your Honor, we're gonna check. Hold on one second.
Check to see if you heard back from the hospital. Can you please check?
We did, Your Honor, and it's verified. I'll write in an order and send it to you after today, or after calendar.
You don't have to. I'll do it.
We have the info. I think I've got some sort of sample.
I don't, last time somebody offered to do it, they had made mistakes and I had to change it. I'd rather just do it myself and get it done right. Nothing,
Okay.
you want to try and then I'll make the changes. It's okay. You want to send it to me, send it. It's fine. mglazer@jud11.flcourts.org. All right.
Okay.
Jesus Jimenez is custody release word to Southern Winds Hospital. Alternate bond will be $5,000. I need a copy of this for me. Beat Renee, I'll ask him. When he gets back. Anybody else? I'm reading Neil Armstrong. Is he here? Or Clarence Dean? Got a lot I passed. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Let me read these others while we're waiting. Why is he charged with trespass to the conveyance? It's a stolen vehicle and for Craig Abel. He should have been charged with grand theft of a vehicle. And possession of cocaine. Do you understand that, Mr. Heineman?
No, I didn't understand it when I was reading it either. I kept looking for the, thought maybe there was another incident of trespass, but
No, it's sole occupant of the vehicle. Read them all. Oh, let's see. This one. Can you make a photocopy of that one or she do it? I need a photocopy of one. Oh, thank you so much. Corrections, can't you go there and get the people?
Your Honor, we have Mr. Collier
Okay.
on his related traffic case. He received $150 bond.
Are you bringing them in?
Think they're coming. Mr. Collier is coming next. He's on page 2.
I thought you had somebody there. Okay. I'll go
He's
back.
right here, Your Honor. Mr. Collier, right here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Collier. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, driving as a habitual traffic offender, and fleeing and eluding a police officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charges. He doesn't really have a lot. Is he eligible or no? Is a signal? He's a signal. And he fled from the police. Let me see. So count 1, fleeing and eluding a police officer. That is, I'm sorry, count 1 is possession of cocaine. It's a small amount, $1,000 bond. Count 2, there's probable cause for driving as a habitual traffic offender. It's a $2,500 bond. Count 3, there's probable cause for fleeing and eluding a police officer, $2,500 bond. Have a good day, sir. 1,000.
Your Honor, that was 1,000, 2,500, 2,500.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Hopefully soon.
Your Honor.
Yes,
I think they're on their way. He's here right now.
thank you.
And I do think I might have missed. All right, we'll talk back. All right.
Good
You're able?
afternoon.
No.
Mrs.
Can I
Malcolm,
ask you a question? Can I ask you?
good afternoon. You were arrested for 2 cases. One of them was from yesterday. You're charged of fleeing and eluding a police officer, resisting an officer without violence. And you have a second case where you were arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant charging you with vehicular homicide. And the vehicular homicide case is from, that's a case, an accident from October 7th of 2020. The warrant was signed in March 4th of 2025. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charges in both cases. On F-25-13058, the fleeing and eluding case, he was speeding at left driving erratically, operating a vehicle in a reckless manner at a high rate of speed. And then he left the vehicle in the middle of the roadway while still on drive and fleeing on foot. That's the resisting without. There's probable cause for the charges. Count 1, fleeing and eluding a police officer. Who's stamping these today, Ashley? They're not doing a very good job. Okay.
Your Honor, he also has a fugitive warrant from Broward, no bond.
Okay. Count 1, fleeing and eluding a police officer is $2,500. Count 2, resisting an officer without violence is $500. Now on this other case, on the warrant case where he killed, somebody allegedly was killed because Mr. Lumpkin was driving in a residential area at where the speed limit is 35 miles an hour. He was driving at 91 miles per hour 1 second prior to the crash and 89 miles per hour at the point of impact. And the victim was pronounced deceased at the scene. She had a passenger in her vehicle who had non-life threatening injuries. There's probable cause for vehicular homicide. I'm not sure what bond the state wants. It's a second-degree felony. I believe an increased bond is warranted given his behavior to driving in the other case, as well as the fact that he killed somebody driving nearly 3 times the legal limit.
But the bond off the warrant was 250,000, Judge.
I'm setting what Judge Lodi Jean said on the warrant, $250,000 bond. Good day, sir. You have the last person there, Clarence Dean?
I don't see that.
Your Honor, we're waiting on 2 more, Mr. Abel and Mr. Dean.
You're killing me today. I really have important things to do in my office. Can't you go there and grab him and bring him back?
We're calling now, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I think I missed with the notes regarding Mr. Alexander Diaz.
I reset him. It's reset tomorrow. He was NBC this afternoon. You send me my order yet?
I have not yet. I'll work on that right now. Okay.
All right, we have Mr. Clarence Dean. Good morning, Mr. Dean. Or good
morning.
afternoon.
Good morning.
Arrested for grand theft of a vehicle. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's charges of first-degree felony, but there's no value, so there's only probable cause for grand theft of third-degree felony. I'm also ordering that you stay away from the victim who owned the vehicle where his
Yes,
car
ma'am.
was from in front of his house, Santiago Masqueda. No
Yes, ma'am.
No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times. Do you have his priors here? I don't know. Stay away from his residence at 630 Northeast Third Place in Hialeah, Florida. Clarence Dean, does he have any signal?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
200, bonds $2,500. Have a nice day. I don't need, he gives a signal 200. This is Mr. Craig Abel. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, trespass to an unoccupied structure or conveyance, but it's really should have been grand theft of a vehicle. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're out on probation. Hold for F23-9920. Is that the right one? All right. Anyway, count one, possession of cocaine. No. I'll set that bond at $1,500. Actually, he has a lot of cocaine on him. No. I'm sorry, I'm gonna set. Count one is 2,500. Count two, grand theft of a vehicle is $2,500. You'll see your judge tomorrow since you're on probation. Have a nice day, sir.
I'm sorry, Yana, can you repeat the bonds?
2,500 count one and $2,500 count two. Count two should be grand theft of a vehicle.
Thank you.
That's 2,500. That's 2,500.
Now we're done. Please send me that order at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it if I don't hear from you. Okay?
2,500. 2,500.
I bet y'all won. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye, Mr. Honeyman. Thank you.